Hello, everyone. I am Nancy Thompson of Create with Nancy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I love to teach and inspire others in their card making. I want you to feel like you can share your card making with others. So today we're doing something totally different here in my studio. I have a special guest today, and let me just turn on comments. And to make sure we're live here, I want to make sure we're live. So we hopefully technology graces us today with everything, and also give us grace because there might be a little bit of a lag, and so hopefully it all works out good. Okay, we have our first commenter. Good afternoon, Colleen. I'm so glad you're here. So I have a special guest that's joining us today. She is a member of my Inkin with Heart Stampers team, and she let me bring her on. Okay, so I want to just check to make sure that so I can see the feed as well for comments. So there we go. Okay, we are totally live. So let's bring Wendy on. Okay, this is her first time uh presenting, so I'm so thrilled that she is here and was brave to join me here and share some creativity with you. So Wendy, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself here, and let them know who you are. Okay.
Thanks, Nancy, for having me. I'm Wendy Riordan. I am a Stamping Up demonstrator since 2008. I joined Stampin' Up after going to multiple classes, uh, and I said, I really like this. I love Stampin' Up. I love the coordinating um, products, the inks, the stamps, all of the embellishments, all of that. So I've been stamping with Nancy now since almost 15 years. I'm privileged to be one of her team members. So it's a lot of fun to be with her. Mhm.
Well, I love having you be part of our team because every team member really brings something special to our team, to make it what it is. So, I mean, we have many who love doing fun folds. There's one team member who loves to create 3D projects for us all. She
Mhm.
brings us treats occasionally, so that is really fun. And we also have showcase designers on our team as well each month, where they have product that they take and create stuff with it and share it with us all. So today Wendy is going to share. We had a team challenge in February, the 3D Basic Embossing Folders. They're part of our new online exclusive product that's available. You can see it online, and so the challenge was, they all embossed a piece of cardstock and they took it home and they had to create something with it. So all they left was with a piece of cardstock, and Wendy's going to share what they look like, in case you haven't seen them before. So let's turn it over to Wendy here, okay? And she's going to talk more about it.
The 3D basic embossing folders are an exclusive right now. Nancy gave us cardstock and she says, emboss and take them home. And I said, okay. So I picked 3 random colors, polished pink, granny apple green, and then Tahitian tie. And I took them home and I went, okay, now what am I going to do with them? So from there, I went and I looked at all of the different designer series papers that I had, embellishments, inks, ribbons, that type of thing, to see what I could do with it. So this is what the embossing folders look like. This was the one that I using for our card challenge for today. So this is the dot
Whoops.
one.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
that's you're okay. This is dot one.
I'm hitting it too
This
soon.
is the crosshatch one. See if I can do it. Here we go. Is it there? Whoop. There we go. It's hard to see the crosshatch. I'll try and go slow here. And then we have the flower one. Here we go. Whoops, that's not showing it. Let's see if I can bring it up. Going pretty slow here. It might be better with the cardstock, so let's see if I can do it with the cardstock. This is the crosshatch. Yep. Can you see it there?
Yep, I can see it.
Yep. There's that. This is the flower one. I'll try and go slow. This is the flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that I'm going to demonstrate today is the raised dots. And I did it in polished pink. So the cards that I made were just fun ones that we had. I used the Rain or Shine designer series paper. Nancy's got it in front of her there. And I took the little bunnies. It's a suite that you can use the designer series paper. You can use the die cuts and also stamps. I just bought the paper. I'm pretty much a hobbyist. I do a few classes here and there, but mostly a hobbyist at this point because I just love the product and I make it for my friends, families, coworkers, all the individualized cards. So I took the little bunny and I die cut him out of the beautiful paper. The other cards that I made with it, and then I used the designer series paper behind it is the Enjoy the Journey, which is in the current mini catalog, but I got mine through Celebration. So and I used that designer series paper there, and that's available till the end of April. So really pretty, very vibrant colors. I'm looking forward to using that more and making a few more cards out of that paper. So, but this is what I made. So pretty much, I took polished pink. I took a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and then I scored it at 5 1/2. I'm doing portrait at this point. I'm doing that, and then I took a piece of the designer series paper, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm just going to glue it on. So let's see if my glue will work for me here. We're just going to glue it on and cover the whole front of the card.
So Wendy, what size embossing folders are they? Because Linda's
The
asking.
the paper the embossing folders I believe are the regular size. So they're I think 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I cut mine down to 3 3/4 by 5 to be able to showcase the designer series paper behind it.
So do they go in the full size machine or the mini?
I use the full size machine, so I'm not sure on that. I believe
it would be full. It would be full.
It would be the full one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I have this one would be, you would have to use the large one. So yeah. Well, let's see if I can even this up just a smidge. There we go.
So here's
right, so
Wendy's dimensions here listed for you as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so then from there, I took my piece and I used the ribbon I used was the white crinkle, the seam binding ribbon that's in the annual catalog. And what I did is I took my Stampin' Blend polished pink and I colored it. So I'll just show you real quick how to do that. So I took a piece. I already tied mine onto mine because I'm not a very good bow tire at this point. So, but I'll just show you. You take the ribbon and you just take it and you take your Stampin' Blend and just go just like this on it, and it colors it so that you have now the specific color for your ribbon. And I did that with the Granny Apple Green also for one of the other cards that I'll show you in a little bit. Very simple, very easy to change and to coordinate with your products and with your a project. That's the word I'm saying. Sorry, project. So that was that. So then I tied it on to my piece of cardstock, embossed cardstock, and then I've added dimensionals to the back of it. And then I'm just going to attach it to the front of my card. We'll move this one out of the way here. Just quick do this. There we go. And then just kind of center it in the middle of your card. Adjust your ribbon a little bit. All right. And from there, then I have die cuts so that with my original card, I need a center focal point. So I said, well, I used the layering circle dies, which are the dies that are in the annual catalog, and I used 2 different sizes of those. I used the first step down ones, not the largest one, but the first one, and then the next one down. And what I did is I took a piece of designer series paper, cut it out with the smaller of the 2, and then I took a piece of vellum because I wanted to add something else. I don't know if you can see the vellum so much in the card here. I can pull it up a little bit. You might be able to see it just a bit, but there's vellum right there behind it. So it just added a little bit of something extra. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to glue these together. I'm going to use my use this real quick for the vellum. I think it worked better for the to attach to the vellum. And then just center that right in the middle. Oh, let's adjust just slightly here. There we go. There we go. So now for the white part, where my greeting is going to go on, right here, I used the decorative circle punch, which is in the annual catalog. So it's a really nice size, kind of hard to see. Oh, there you go. That's a little better with a little glass glare. So I used that, and I just cut out a piece of basic white with that. Now my greeting today, I'm going to use the hello, and I'm using that from the new Irresistible Blooms stamp set, which is an online exclusive right now. Has a lot of really nice sayings in it and all, and it was just about the right size. So I'm just going to stamp it with a little bit of black. There it is. I'm just going to stamp it on. Up towards the top. There. And then I'm going to attach that to my circle. I'll try just a pinch, and then I will adhere it into the center here.
I like the hello.
Yeah, that looks really nice with it, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a very happy, just a happy card. Let me put that to the side. So then I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm just going to adhere it to our card. And then from there, we can bling it out just a little bit more. And we'll add our little bunny.
So we have several people.
There's a lot of cute little...
We have several people that have joined us. I'm going to just say a quick hello to Linda and Colleen and Anne and Donna and Carol and Elaine and Shirley and Pat. I think I've got everybody. If I haven't, we thank you for joining us today and supporting Wendy in her first live presentation.
Thank you. There you go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the little bunny, and I'm just going to add a little adhesive to the top, just a little bit to adhere the top part to the circle, and then I'm going to use a dimensional just for the bottom part. And I'm going to attach that to my card. I just love these little bunnies. There's so many cute little characters in this paper. So we're just going to go like that. There we go. And we've added them to the bottom of the card. Now for the flower on this one, I stamped and cut using my the framelits from the Sending Smiles stamp set. This is one of my go-to ones. This is in the annual catalog. I absolutely love this. And I use the little flower in the corner here, and I use the die to cut it out. And I'm just going to take a little bit on one corner with my, and I'm just going to pop it on, and then add a little adhesive so it attaches to that part a little bit. And come on, fingers aren't working here. There we go. And we just put it up in the corner like that. There you go. Now with this, it just needs a little bit something more. So what I used was pastel adhesive sequins, the ones that are in the mini catalog currently, has the beautiful balmy blue and the pretty pink and the gold. And so I'm going to use a few of those just to embellish the card with.
So Wendy, Carol is asking, did you die cut or fussy cut the bunny?
I fussy cut the bunny, but they do have the dies that you can do it, that coordinate with it. So I fussy cut them. So. And they're not hard to do.
No,
so I'm
they're
just
not.
going to add. No. And there are a little fox. There's really cute little turtles, and I'll show you a couple of my other cards that I did. And then I'm just adding just a little thing to the card here. So we're going to add a few more. We'll put that there. And I don't always know how many I need on here. So let's go like one here. And then maybe a little small one. And I use the gold just to coordinate just a smidge there. There.
Nice.
And then that's the fin. And then on the inside, you just add a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 white cardstock. With my original card, I took a piece of, I had a little piece left over of my embossing folder, and I put that in the card right there. But for this one, I just took a piece. I took a little piece of the designer series paper, and I'm just going to attach that right in the bottom of my card here. I'm just take a little glue for this one. And then no card is complete without sending it with an appropriate decorated envelope. There you go. So then what I take is a 6-inch by 2 3/8 inch of designer series paper, and then I just attach it to my envelope flap, and then trim it out. This gives them just a little sneak peek of what's inside, and what they're going to see inside. And I thought this paper was just so pretty and so vibrant and very springy. And we could use spring right now because it's a little snowy here in central New York. So.
Pat says she loves the colored ribbon, Wendy, and it's such a beautiful card.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. And there's my scissors. And then just trim around. Yeah.
Okay, everybody's having fun.
Good.
And saying what a wonderful job you're doing as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very nervous right now, and Nancy has taken me out of my comfort zone for sure here. So
yes, you're doing awesome.
And there's the finished envelope to go with it. So
I love it.
And so that was that card, and then I had 2 other samples that I had used, and I'll show you those quickly. There we go. I used, this was the Granny Apple Green with the crosshatch. And I'll bring it up a little bit so you can see possibly the crosshatch a little better.
There you go. Yep.
There you go. And I just fussy cut the little turtle out. And then I just used crushed curry, or I think that's Daffodil Delight. No, excuse me, that is Mango Melody. I apologize. Mango Melody. And then and this was the Dandy Designer paper that was in the Celebration catalog. There was that one. And then I used another piece. This was the flowered embossing folder. And this is with the Tahitian, which is one of our in colors. And I used that, and this is the designer series paper that coordinates in the annual catalog. And then the baker's twine that matches it also. So those were the 3 cards that I made for the challenge. Here you go.
So that is just awesome. You did a great job. People are saying
thank you.
You never know you're nervous. You're a pro. And they love the green turtle.
I love the turtle. I even added the little turtle inside the card.
Oh, cute.
So there he is. He's in the card there. Because some of the designer series paper, he's on the very edge of it. So you can still use all those little pieces on the edge of your full sheets of designer series paper, cut them out, and you can put them down in the bottoms as little secret surprises. So,
So let's see. Tahitian Tide will be carrying over for next year, but the
Yep.
Polished Pink is retiring this year, correct?
Correct. Correct. Yes.
Okay.
That's the in color from 2021 to 2023. So
Right.
hopefully, it's just one of my favorite pinks right now.
But we
So.
really don't know if it's going to come back as a color refresh either. So, but we will have more
Correct.
news on that right around March 29th. So you're going to have to stay tuned to see
Mm-hmm.
what happens with the colors in Stampin' Up's color collection. Okay, so anything
There
else
you
you want
go.
to share, Wendy?
I
Okay.
I love being part of Nancy's group. So I just wanted to share that if you had the chance to join us and become a demonstrator and be part of Nancy's team, it's a wonderful thing. We have a wonderful time being together. I love being with the other ladies. We have such a good time creating and spurring one another on with our creativity. And with all the challenges, we have a Facebook that where we post our pictures together, and it's very fun to see everybody's different take on what we were doing and stuff. So it's a lot of
It
fun. So
pulls you
thank
out of
you.
your comfort zone, right? And makes you use your
It
staff.
does. It does. It does.
Okay, well, I didn't want to leave you all with no stamping from me today, right? So I wanted to share a couple card ideas that I created using Wendy's sketch here, with having the designer paper on on the base, and then an embossed piece here as and then a focal point. So I use the flower embossing folder that's in the 3D. Can you see that okay? And
Mhm.
look how I've highlighted that embossing folder. I simply opened up my ink pad, and I was going to have an embossed piece, but kind of ran out of time. So pretend this is embossed, and I just gently rub it over the top of that embossed piece so it creates a highlight on the cardstock here for you to see. So
Mhm.
I I use the Hues of Happiness designer paper. Let me show you that really quick. It's in our annual catalog, and it's gorgeous. And this is going to be my showcase for next Wednesday's live. I'll be using this Hues of Happiness designer paper, but I just wanted to let you know it's on low inventory. So if it's something you want, you better grab it soon. At least,
Mhm.
it was still here when I looked this morning. So check it out. There's lots of great fun colors that coordinate with this designer paper. There's dies. There's a set of dies that will cut out the images. Um, and look at how it's just kind of like a rainbow of colors of flowers and stuff. These could be fussy cut if you wanted to. I fussy cut these here, but there's just a variety. These are all the designs, but you can see the rainbow effect with it. Usually there's kind of this paint splotchy look on the background, on the back side, and then floral images on the front side. So just, I don't know, it's a fun set of cards, but this will be my focus for next week, and you're going to love it because I'll be pairing it
Mhm.
with the essential dies. Is that what they're called? Yeah, essential basic
The
dies. These
elegant, elegant border dies,
elegant
aren't they?
border dies. That's what they are, and
That's
these are fabulous to work with. So, we'll be making a few cards with this. Okay. Or at least I'll be making one card and then showing you some other ideas, right? So let's see what else. And I use the new what are they called? Something fancy label dies here. So you can see where I kind of fussy cut these images, and this one was one of the dies. And I use the vellum circle for my base, and I only use 2 layers on mine. The white just wasn't enough, and just the designer paper really highlighted my focus. So just having kind of like the same idea all the time really helps you in designing a card, I think. Just kind of using the same
Mhm.
layout over and over again, but with different cards. Okay. So
Mhm.
let me show you one more idea I have. This is with the He's the Man. Let me show this first, okay? This is kind of like a sleeper designer paper, I think. It it's just got some nice manly masculine designs to it, so you can create some warm colors. And same with they all coordinate just really warm. And then there's also a 12 by 12 that includes these die cuts in the designer paper. There's tons of them, so this is what's all in that one sheet of 12 by 12 die cuts. So a lot of different ways to use in addition with the designer paper as well. Okay, so he's the man. So I use the time worn embossing folder because I just thought it was more manly for this. And then can you figure out what this is here? Let me see if I can get a little closer. This is the radiating stitches dies here. And hopefully you can see it. I'll post some pictures of these, okay? And then simply added, I forgot to cut my twine here. Remember, Wendy? When we practiced a few times, I kept saying I need to do this. So let's trim off that
Sorry.
lint thread there. So, okay. So I think, so just a really simple masculine type card that's great for any guy, any time of the year, really. Okay, so what else do I need to share? Oh, here's the radiating stitches dies right here. So Wendy, what do you have to share about the radiating stitches?
Well, we have a challenge with our group using the elegant border dies and the radiating stitches die, and I cut out a whole bunch of the little hearts in rainbow colors, and then I also did a piece
Okay, let
that
me
is
switch. Yeah,
sweet
there you go.
sorbet.
Okay.
There we go. There's my sweet sorbet. And I have to make something with this, so stay tuned for that. So there you go. And then I have all of these beautiful rainbow colored stitched hearts.
I can't
So, and
wait to
I'm
see
going to
what you,
create something with it.
yeah, I can't wait to see what you would do with those hearts, because I really haven't thought to play
Yeah.
with them yet either. So, okay, so let's see. What else do I want to share? So let me go here and you see the rate. I'm looking at comments here. Okay, let's go back to here. So let me just do one thing. Okay, I'm gonna look at comments one more time. So Friday. So what's happening next, Nancy? So Friday, I will be on YouTube at 3 p.m. Just YouTube only, no Facebook, and I'm going to show another version of this vertical easel fold. Totally different. It's got a really, so I did this one a couple weeks ago. I think it's been a couple weeks. It's the vertical fold like this. Okay. So I have a totally new version with a technique on it, and it's using the yeah, Irresistible Blooms bundle. Okay, it's part of the online exclusives, and you're gonna love it. So make sure you come join me on YouTube on Friday at 3 p.m. and then also next week to see what I do with the Hues of Happiness cards. All right, and make sure you showing some love there, some hearts or likes or thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Even if you're on the replay, and don't be afraid to give Wendy some comments in the love too. So,
I'll take good or bad at this point. So there you
I
go.
don't think there's anything bad, Wendy.
There you go.
So hopefully maybe
Always positive critiques. There you go. That's what I need.
Hopefully Wendy will be back again with us sometime soon, with
I'd love
some more
to.
other creativity with us. And other than that, we wish you a happy day. Stay warm, stay safe. If you're dealing with snow, rain, or sunshine, if you have sunshine, send it our way. Well, we have sunshine today, so we're thrilled about
today,
that.
so.
And we so appreciate you being here for us. So have a great day, everybody.